Hello and welcome to this edition of Pimp My Diecasts, and today I'm going to be restoring an AMT 125th scale Corvette Stingray. It's in the 63 flavour, and I'm going to be doing it for the diecast and modelers community on Facebook and here on YouTube, and it's Paint It Blue in aid of the Alzheimer's Society. And up to now we've raised over £300 between us for the charity, so it's going well. Any more you can donate to it, you can find the link on the diecast and modelers community, and it'd be very much appreciated. Anyway, here we are. My starting point, an averagely put together Corvette Stingray, bought off eBay for a tenner, and it's the AMT 125th scale, and it's 1963 vet, and there we go. It's actually quite well built, but I thought we can do a bit better. I thought we can improve it a little. Put some lipstick on and a going out dress on her. And that's the bulkhead. And that's the underneath. Unfortunately, I forgot to take the underneath shots after. But there we are, I've rubbed the bodywork down, because it's hard to strip off plastic. Mr. Muscle doesn't work like it used to, and me wood alcohol dip bottle wasn't big enough. Methylated spirits, that's the word I was looking for. So I rubbed it down, because I obviously couldn't use chemical strippers or the caustic soda method. Anyway, there's the bonnet sprayed up, and by now you can see it's not quite blue, it's turquoise, and there it is in its colour, the turquoise main body colour. And the paint was Createx turquoise, where I added cosmic sparkle to it. It was already a pearl, so it had pearl in it, but I added cosmic sparkle. That's inside the engine bay, because I wanted the inner wings. The previous owner had painted it all black, and the interior he didn't even bother painting any details on it. He just put it together and sprayed it up red. I think it was a spray can hero, and there you are. I've repainted it blue. I've done the dials, painted the dials in. I used some crystal clay from microscale crystal clear for glass, and the wheels I used Humbrol enamel. I painted it in. I didn't do it one by one like some do. I painted it in, then wiped off the excess with tissue. And that's the bulkhead before work. I've done work on it. I don't know, I think I may have the afterwards. We'll wait to see in a minute, but it was just brush painted in black. There, I've spray painted it, I've lacquered it, I've had wires, I've added wiring and tubing, picked out details in silver, and done a lighter aluminium cover for caps. So It's a bit prettier is where I'm coming from. Got a good looking bulkhead there, which it's hidden behind some stuff anyway. And here's the car I copied me interior off. If I was building it as a kit from the start off, with nothing in the way, it'd have been a lot better. And if it hadn't had paint on in the first place, I'd have done a lot nicer job. But as it is, it's purdy when it's finished. It's a mighty purdy vehicle. And yeah, it's they're actually a beautiful interior on the real car. And here what I've done, I've actually masked off, and I don't use the tape you can see. It's like a Japanese, I forget the name of it at the moment. It's the same as Tamiya tape, but it's all different colours and patterns. I bought it, it works out cheaper than Tamiya tape, and you can get a box set and it has all different widths in. They're meant for crafting really, but it makes cracking masking tape for us. Cheap supply of masking tape. And there we go, I'm using a darker blue. I'm using Createx Candy 2.0. It's ultraviolet with added cosmic sparkle, which is the flakes. The flakes are very small flakes, so it's ideal for modern cars. It's custom colours with the right additives. Createx you can use them for murals and everything on the real cars. It's meant for the custom painting murals and everything, but for airbrush artists painting murals and just airbrush artists in general, the Createx range is intended for. But yeah, there we go. It's a nice contrasting colour. And here I'm adding some clear in this. This was one of my screw ups. I should have worked it out quicker, but I got to about 10 coats of clear in it. It still weren't clearing up. It was still matte. I weren't getting a shine, so eventually I took it into the kitchen after I sprayed it and held it over the cooker so it dried glossy. So I think I'm going to be needing an heating boot. And here the window unit, I rubbed it down with 1200s wet and dry, and then I buffed it up with silver water salt polish. And then when it went into the dip of floor, well, it's a varnish really. It's a clear acrylic varnish end of day, the floor cleaner, and just set it down to dry. And it actually comes out quite beautiful and quite impressive. Anyway, here I used a Corgi Toys axle. I clipped it in half for the gear stick and then just painted the rounded end black. So I have like a chrome shaft. Where misses. And here is the engine bay, and I've added the only real wiring that was on the Chevy engine, which is the one going from the manifold to the carb, which will be its vacuum. And here we're making bare metal foil from normal baking paper. And the 3 ingredients you need is baking foil, baking paper, you want the wax variety that has the waxy finish. And what I'm brushing on there is size that's intended for gold leafing. It's size, I'm pretty sure it's a mixture of PVA. It's very similar to PVA glue, but you paint it on and then leave it for a while, and then put your paper on the back of it, the baking paper, brush it down so it's on it. Like I said, it did it okay, but I'll probably, if it was a new kit, it'd have probably been better. And now I have more knowledge of how to do it, my next one would be better. But even so, some things I'd still probably mask and paint, and others I'd use this bare metal foil method. With hindsight, I'd have probably sprayed the windows around, but the sills and stuff like that, it's brilliant for them. It's a brilliant technique. Say Jensen Interceptor art, Corvette sills, it's a fantastic idea for. And larger areas, gleek, 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 gleek. And there we go. Here we go, the finished item. Looking mighty pretty. Looks sexy from that angle for sure. And we'll put it on the rotisserie. Here we go, looks beautiful. One of my nicer ones. As they say, it turned out nice again. And there we go, it's looking good. Like I said, there's a few ways I could have improved. If I'd have got the lacquer right in the first couple of coats, I think I'm going to need a drying booth for paints, because I think my room I'm doing it in is just a little bit cold and the lacquer's taking too long to dry enough. I think I'm getting it bloomed, so I think it needs to be drying quicker and warmer. But I've also done the metal foiling. I need some practice, but just for a bit of fun here, I've put it on U-Cycle, and we can see what she looks like in different colours. Like the purple, that looks a bit special. The purple, and it goes through and into magenta. Magenta looks nice. Magenta with black, that'd look gorgeous. And the shine's deep, so I definitely need a drying box, so it dries at a warmer temperature and through into like a copper colour, down into a gold, and into a green, and then the green just darkens off. It's quite beautiful, whatever colour. You know, whatever colour you put on these Corvettes, you couldn't have anything that were wrong. And as we go back from the green and back into its correct colour of blue. Well, turquoisey blue. And with that in mind, I'll be saying me normal tatty pie, people.